What if I told you that for most of human history, your hairstyle could tell you more about yourself than your name? Before you spoke, before you wrote, before anyone knew your story, they looked at your hair, and in just a few seconds, they knew. Were you rich or poor, powerful or ordinary, married or single, warrior, queen, priest, or outcast? For millennia, hair wasn't a fashion. It was a language spoken around the world. Welcome to Dress and Time, where every strand tells its own story. If you're fascinated by the hidden history of hair, subscribe and turn on notifications, because every hairstyle has its own story waiting to be discovered. Imagine entering a crowded marketplace 2,000 years ago. No one knows your name. You haven't said a word, not a single word. And yet, everyone already knows who you are. Not because of your clothes, not because of your jewelry, because of your hairstyle. Today, we change our hairstyles whenever we feel like it. New season, new job, breakup, new beginning. But for most of history, a change in hairstyle could change how society treated you. Hair was never just hair. It was identity, status, power, faith. Imagine the city of Rome, the heart of the empire. Over 1 million people, bustling streets, marble temples, crowded markets, and among them, women with hairstyles that seemed almost impossible. High curls, intricate braids, perfect waves, layer after layer, carefully arranged, until the hairstyle itself became a work of art. But these hairstyles weren't just beautiful. They were a public display of wealth, because creating them could take an entire morning, sometimes hours. The wealthiest Roman women didn't style their own hair. They had personal servants known as ornatresses, highly skilled women whose main task was creating the perfect hairstyle. Think about it. The more complex your hairstyle seemed, the more people believed you belonged to the upper class. Naturalness was considered a sign of barbarism. An intricate hairstyle suggested wealth, power, influence. Your hairstyle was your reputation even before anyone heard your voice. But Rome was just the beginning, because thousands of miles away, they've already transformed hair into something even more remarkable. Across Africa, hair has become a living identity. Imagine meeting someone for the first time. You don't ask where they're from. You don't ask how old they are. You don't ask if they're married. You already know, because their hairstyle speaks for itself. In many African societies, hair was more than just adornment. It was history. It was family. It was community. Your hairstyle could reveal your tribe, your age, your marital status, your achievements, even your family's place in society. Every braid, every curl, every pattern had meaning. Long before writing, people wore their identity on their heads. And then, on the other side of the world, hair became something entirely different. Not just status, not just identity, honor. And this story begins in Japan, a world where appearance was never random. It was structured, precise, symbolic. For centuries, samurai wore their hair in a topknot, not for style, but for identity, a visible sign of discipline, status, and honor. Even the shape of the knot could reflect rank, a silent signal in a world built on hierarchy. But Japan was not alone. Across Asia, hair carried equally powerful meaning. In ancient China, hairstyles were closely linked to social order and political identity. Hair wasn't simply worn, it was managed, controlled, and deeply respected. But status was only one layer of this global story, because across the world, hair began to carry something even deeper. Faith. In Sikhism, hair is not styled or shaped for fashion. It is preserved, uncut, preserved precisely as it grows, a sacred practice known as kesh. For Sikhs, it is not a matter of appearance, it is devotion, a daily commitment to honor creation as it is. Every strand is intentional. But in other traditions, the meaning of hair takes on a completely different form. In Orthodox Judaism, hair becomes a symbol of modesty. Many married women choose to cover their hair in public, not to erase their identity, but to express a deeper value, humility. Some wear scarves, others wear wigs. Each practice carries its own meaning within the faith. Meanwhile, many men grow side locks known as payot, a tradition rooted in ancient interpretations and carried on from generation to generation. In Christianity, hair also became a symbol. For centuries, long hair on women was associated with modesty and piety. In monasteries, heads were shaved, a deliberate act of simplicity, a renunciation of the ego, a visible reminder that identity can be abandoned. On every continent, the same pattern repeats itself. Hair is never neutral. It always signifies something: strength, faith, identity, or transformation. And yet, the story isn't over, because even today, we continue to speak this ancient language, but in a completely different world, the world of fashion, change, and rethinking. Today, hair no longer determines your rank, but it still speaks, just in a different language. We cut it, we dye them, we grow them, we remove them, we replace them, we transform them when we want to transform. A haircut can mean a new beginning, a breakup, a promotion, a rethinking, or sometimes just a feeling that something inside us has changed. The tools have changed. Hairdressers, salons, wigs, hair extensions, dye, technology. But the instinct is ancient. The same instinct that existed in Rome, in Africa, in Japan, in every religious tradition that has ever touched human hair. We still use hair to tell the world who we are. Oh, we are. Think about it. Before you leave the house tomorrow morning, you might brush your hair, or put it in a ponytail, or style it neatly before you step outside. It seems mundane, almost automatic, but it's not new. It's ancient. You're participating in a tradition that dates back thousands of years. Across empires, across religions, across cultures, across generations. Every hair has always carried meaning. So ask yourself, if someone looked at your hair right now, what would they see? Confidence, freedom, tradition, or change? Perhaps all at once. Because hair has never been just a look. It has always been a message. And if you think about it, you're not just styling your hair. You're continuing one of the oldest forms of human expression. Language is older than writing, older than nations, older than empires, and it still lives on today. Hair has always spoken. The only question is, what does this say about you? And if you enjoy discovering the hidden history behind everyday things, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the next thread of the story is already waiting for you. Because history isn't just carved in stone, it's woven into every hair. This is Tress and Time.